This is Eagle Al, and today I want to talk about Haason Reddick. Believe he could tap into another level, and also I want to talk about Howie Roseman just being a cap wizard, man. He's a cap wizard, but let's get straight into it.
Hey, what's up? It's Mauro Jamel. Shout out to Eagle Al, the biggest Eagles fan out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, so let's start off with Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick, he had a camp with kids around 6 to 16 or something like that. And one of the Eagles reporters were there, and they got a quick interview on the Philadelphia Inquirer, and Haason Reddick said, believe it or not, like I'm in the best shape ever. And honestly, I believe I could tap into another level. Of course, I'm summing up what he said. He didn't say those exact quotes, and I'll put it right here. Haason Reddick, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more that he can tap into another level. I say this because I always say this, that I believe Haason Reddick could have broke a lot more records. I think this season he could have legit had a total, including the playoffs, about 25 sacks. We talk about Smitty's slow start. We talk about it a lot far as on the offensive side, but a lot of people don't talk about Haason Reddick's slow start. The first 2 games, there was no sacks. And a lot of people was questioning, like, man, did we just pay this guy all this money for no reason? Can he fit the system? Is Jonathan Gannon going to use him right? And then that 3rd game against Washington, 1.5 sacks. He was just effective all day. And that was just the kickstart he needed. But he started off slow. Lions, he ain't really do nothing. On Vikings, he ain't do much. But that 3rd game against Washington, he picked it up. And I think with Sean Desai, I think he's going to start pretty quick. Not saying with the schedule we got now, he's going to get 20 sacks. I got to see how the season going. But I think last year, he could have had during the regular season about 20 to 21 sacks, and during the playoffs about 4 to 5. And that's legit. So I think, yes, he can tap into another level. Hell, I think that Jonathan Gannon was his Achilles heel, in my opinion. I don't think Jonathan Gannon was really using him the right way, especially in the beginning of the season. But, towards the end, it looked a little better. Even Jonathan Gannon admitted that he jokingly said this, we could have had this amount of sacks, and people were laughing and joking. I'm like, hold on, wait. We could have had that amount of sacks, and you playing around, playing this passive stuff. But that's Jonathan Gannon for you. Good riddance. All right, so I want to talk about this right here. I believe the 3013, I believe Chris Long podcast put out this cap hit, the highest cap hit by non-QB quarterbacks or something like that. So we have the lowest cap hit of non-QB, meaning that we already know the QB most of the time has the highest cap hit, but they went to a different positions or other positions besides QBs, and we had the lowest, and that's Lane Johnson. So Lane Johnson has our, as far as with the players, highest cap hit on our team, but lowest in the NFL, if that makes sense. Look, Lane Johnson, I can argue that he's possibly the best player on our team. I can argue that Lane Johnson is possibly the best player on our team. Well, of course, you got the Kelce's, the Hurts, and this and that. But I think Lane Johnson is very important because we see our record without him. He's going to be very hard to replace. But it's crazy how we can have him on our team so long with a $14 million cap. When you look at the Trent Williams and things like that, these dudes' caps it's like $22, $23 million. This dude, Howie Roseman, is really a cap wizard. And that's why when you look at the free agents on the market, or we're trying to trade for a guy, people are like, you just paid Jalen Hurts this. I got all these players with this, that, and the third. How can y'all still get guys? Because we got Howie Roseman. We simply have Howie Roseman, and y'all don't. I'm sorry. Howie Roseman always been a cap wizard. Eagles fans always gave him credit for that. our problem with Howie Roseman, it seems like he getting better, is evaluating talent. I'm like, if Howie Roseman know how to evaluate talent, he can be the best GM we possibly ever seen. And he's going towards that trajectory because he's getting the draft right. He know who to trade for. Seems like he know who fits the system. And it's crazy how 3 to 4 years can make a difference. I thought I won't make this video. I won't be making this video about Howie Roseman because he was so bad at the draft. But now he's getting better and better. To me, he's getting the best players available. He's starting to go to bigger schools, steady trying to outsmart everybody. That outsmarting everybody works towards the end, like the round 6s and the round 7s. Yeah, outsmarting everybody, that works. But when you got the 10th pick or 12th pick the obvious guy. When Justin Jefferson is there, pick the obvious guy. Just like when Nolan Smith was there. Why try to be this smart genius guy and don't get Nolan Smith or the Jalen Carters? But he's there now. So far he's there. Devontae Smith was right there. Why not get Devontae Smith? So far, I can't lie, how we've been doing this thing. Past 2 years, I can't argue the draft. Can't argue it. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about Lane Johnson cap hit? And also, Haason Reddick believe he can take it to another level. And I totally agree. But this is Eagle Al. Let me get up out this hot car. I'm up.